All right, now joining us. Well, he doesn't need an introduction, but he's earned it over these parts. He's Marcus Spears. You see him all over your TV screen. He's, gracious enough to bless us here on vrproud.com, WVLA, and WGMB today. Quite the spread there. So we're not
Yeah.
just talking about you being on ESPN, maybe dive into some LSU football. But I understand you have a new title as Chief Fry Officer of Louisiana Fish Fry Products. So catch us up on that, man. What you doing and what that means.
Well, first of all, it feels good to talk to people that knows a lot about this product already, man. It always feel good to talk to my people at home. But yeah, I was appointed Chief Fry Officer. It may be the most important title I have outside of father and husband. So it's a very important role, and I take it seriously, man. And you know, and a lot of people watching us and listening to us know how important Louisiana fish fry products have been throughout our childhood. The reality is, it's been a part of my life longer than I could remember, with grandmama, mama, daddy, uncles, aunts. It's always been a mainstay. And the fact that I get a chance to be the chief fry officer for this company, and we doing some special things, it means a lot to me, man. So we bring in flavor and spice to the kitchen like we've been doing for a long time. It's a beautiful thing. And I know a lot of people in Louisiana know us for Louisiana fish fry products, fish being the key word, because we all know that we fry up that catfish like none other. But now we in the chicken game, because when I became chief fry officer, we had to enter the chicken game, because that's what most people do when they tailgating for games, and they bring it all over the country, all over the world, because football is everywhere now. And I just wanted to create something where we could do it at home. So we got tenders, a chicken sandwich, and spicy chicken wings, which are my go-to. And you see it laying here, man, it looked good because we created it to be easy and taste like you spent a lot of time in the kitchen, because we do want to fool people and make everybody think that whoever cooked it is the best cook on earth. So we got all of this stuff lined up, and we just, like, it's become a labor of love for us, because people know us for one thing, but now we in this industry, and, you know, not to brag or anything, but we are now the #1 chicken fry on shelves in the country.
Wow. Well, let's dive into some football because we're getting ready for it. I mean, let's talk about the alma mater. I mean, look, top five, and you
Yeah.
talk about maybe a Heisman Trophy contender. Tell us what you see, or maybe what you're hearing around the program.
Well, man, I always keep things in context. Everybody really good right now. And we do expect LSU to be good, and what they did last year to continue to build upon that. And like you said, we do have a quarterback that can play at a very high level. And I think when you're starting the season out, that's the most important thing, is to make sure you got a chance to compete. And we do have that. And Brian Kelly, obviously, his track record has been winning. That's why he came over from Notre Dame. That's why he got $100 million to come coach at LSU. So I think just this year, man, it's always those juggernauts, though. And the SEC is difficult within itself. I'm going to sit back and watch how this thing unfold. I think we got as good a chance as anybody to compete at the highest level, and potentially put ourselves in a playoff spot. But, you know, being out there before, knowing how hard it is, I'm a just be excited and happy about the season coming up, and then we'll see what happened on that grass on Saturdays for every 3 hours.
I was about to say it gets spicy in game one. Do you like those matchups early, especially with the setting in college football now, where this could help eliminate one of these teams down the road?
I do, man. I love it because, one, it gets everybody talking. And, you know, you did mention I'm in TV now. It's very good for us, very lucrative for the people in TV. But more importantly, man, like, you want to get it going. And like you said, somebody chances are hurt, but somebody chances are enhanced. And really, that's what you want. And that's why football is the greatest game in America. We don't play that many games. Number one, every one of them are important. So whether you eliminated week 1 or you eliminated week 9 or 10, both of those teams feel the same. So I just think it's exciting to have matchups like this coming out of the gate, to get everybody going, get everybody excited. We've been missing it, and now it's time to get it going again.
One more football question for you, because I know you like to talk about the big boys. I mean, there's been a lot of great LSU defensive linemen, and you are certainly on that Mount Rushmore. But Mason Smith, I've never seen anyone built like him, moves like him. I mean, What do you see from him, and what are you expecting from him this season coming off that injury?
Well, you know, I cover the NFL and now more than anything in depth and detail. They can't wait until he's up there. They are salivating because of the physical tools that he has, and he can be absolutely dominant. And that's what you want to see. Like, Mason understands that too. Like, if you want to be in that conversation, you got to dominate games week in and week out. And, you know, I appreciate the compliment, but, you know, Glenn Dorsey, Booger McFarland, there's a huge tradition of defensive linemen at LSU that dominate games and actually puts this team in positions to win games, making those critical plays at critical times. He has everything you need to be great this year. I think he will be. And I've heard good reports about it coming out of camp.
Well, we're talking football, but I'm getting hungry just looking at the spread. So, Chief Fry Officer of Louisiana Fish Fry, apparently I'm going to go get some lunch now. But if folks do want to get some more information, do you have a website or maybe some places they can go to find out more?
Yeah, man, go to LouisianaFishFry.com, which a lot of people are familiar with in our parts, and then the local grocery store, grocer. You'll find us. But this red and yellow box now, which is chicken fry, is the #1 chicken fry in the country. And trust me, man, we wanted to make it easy, but we wanted to make people believe you are the best cook. So use it, follow the instructions, put that thing in a cast iron skillet. I know we very partial to those around our parts, 350 degrees. Drop that coating until it sizzle, not pop, not burn. Don't want your grease too hot. Flip these things every 4 or 5 minutes, pull them out and watch everybody go to heaven, man.
I was about to say anything that can help my cooking. Usually I go to the Bluff or I go to LSU's campus for some tailgating, but that looks legit. So thanks for joining us.
Man.
He's Marcus Spears, of course, Chief Fry Officer of Louisiana Fish Fry. Go check it out on the website. And thanks, of course, Marcus, for joining us on brproud.com.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.